Hello guys, I'm here to go ahead and go over the unit test review, actually the final exam review. Here, if you click on today's assignment, the final exam review is here. You can use desmos.com to begin your graphing of the solutions. So I'm going to pull this aside. And open this up, and we're going to begin with question 1 real quick. So again, all you have to do is plug in your equation into Desmos, open up the keypad here, choose your correct inequality for the graph, and then do the second equation. And now we have the graph. So now we have to take a look at and see which one is the correct graph, A, B, C, or D. So if you notice that there's a dashed line here in part B that's going all the way up, okay, crossing at a certain point, certain y value, 0.6, looks like it's about 0.6 over here, and another one over here as well. So it looks like B is going to be your answer. So let me go ahead and annotate this. So B should be your answer here. Okay, again, just match the graph from Desmos that best fits the answer selections here. Okay, moving on to question number 2, we're doing the exact same thing. Okay, you're going to type in your graph and see which one it is. Again, practice. Y is less than or equal to -2. Y is greater than x minus 3. So that's your graph here. So which one matches that graph? So you can see which, we're looking now at where is the shaded region. So you can tell my shaded region for both of them is here. This is my shaded region. Okay, so be very wary. This is what they're showing here. And if you notice on the answer selections, everything is pretty much blank except for the shaded region that's supposed to connect. So again, choose the right selection that matches your graph here. Okay. Going on to question 3, which ordered pair is in the solution set of y is greater than -1/2 x minus 3? What are we going to do? Again, go to Desmos, graph this equation, and now you're going to have to plot the points. Okay, so y is greater than or equal to -1 divided by 2 minus 3. Now remember, if the cursor's down here in the denominator, make sure to cursor over to your right to bring the cursor now completely beyond the fraction. If I put an x there, so there we go. So that's my graph. So now I plot the points, 3, -10. So I go over here, 1, 2, 3, go all the way down, I'm over here, -10. Looks like that's not a point that's going to be there, right? So cross that one out. Okay, -6, 0. -6, 0. Oh, I got a possible point right there. So that's probably going to be the correct one. Check the other ones. -10, -10, 1. -10 going up 1. That's right over here. So go and check your answers and see which ones they are. But it's only going to be obviously one answer you just saw right now. Number 4, the graph of x plus 3y equals 6 is shown. Which ordered pair is a solution to the x plus 3y is less than or equal to 6? So what are we doing again? You're taking this equation right here, okay, and you're going to, I thought I could copy it, but then you're going to go ahead and write it here, and you're going to go ahead and see this should shade above the graph. So which one of these points is in the shaded region above, or at least on the line, because this boundary line can include the point for the solution because it's solid. Okay, going on, I think we're going to number 5. Here we go. Number 5, which of the following is the graph of the inequality? Very simple. Take this and plug it into Desmos and see what you get. Okay, match the right graph. Obviously, we have a less than here. You see this less than symbol right there? So what does that mean? It's not going to be a solid. It's going to be either B or C, which is going to be a dashed line. Actually, B, C, or D is going to be a dashed line. So you can easily cross out A. Part 6, graph the 3 examples of the unique solutions of the system. So when I have one solution, what I should see is I have different slopes and different y-intercepts. So when I graph these two, that's my first graph. The other one is, so here's my one solution. So on your paper, you're going to draw this as best as you can. You know, even on a separate sheet of paper, and you're writing this down and drawing this on your own, you're going to draw where they cross. So you see they cross here at 0, -2. So that's my one solution. Notice here in this situation, they have different slopes. And in this situation, they're crossing at the same y-intercept for this situation. So they're very fortunate they cross there. Okay, so that's only one solution. Clearing this again, I go ahead and graph the next one. 3x plus 2y equals 3. The other one is 3x plus 2y equals -4. This is an example of no solutions. Notice here, these are the same equations to the left of the equal sign. They look the same, but they have different, they're going to have different y-intercepts as soon as you actually solve this for y. So what you see, if I were to solve this for equation 1, if I were to solve for this, this would read 2y equal to -3x plus 3. And that would divide everything by 2 to write it in slope-intercept form. So therefore, my equation looks like this, -3/2 x plus 3/2. So you notice here that one is crossing right here, right about there, but with the same slope as the other one, but it's now crossing over here. So, so remember, infinite solutions, what we know is that they have same slope, different y-intercepts. I'm going to write this, different y-intercepts. So this is how they look. That's parallel lines, okay? Parallel lines do not look like this. What that means is that eventually these lines will meet up. They just don't seem to show it on the graph. Parallel lines should look exactly like that. They are parallel to each other. That's what parallel lines look like. They're never going to intersect. Okay, last one here. When you graph this one, again, you're going to graph these two, and what you're going to notice that they're going to be on top of each other. So it's going to look like one line. That's because these are the same graphs. So basically, the bottom equation down here is basically 2 times the value of the first one, for example. So what you should see is same slope, same y-intercept. Okay, now I think going back up here, I may have made a mistake about what I wrote. Yes, this should say right here, this should say no solutions. So I'm really sorry for confusing you. This should say no solution for the second graph, okay? Okay, so that should be no solution, not infinite. I actually wrote it twice, I'm sorry. So down here, okay? So again, review, this should say no solutions for the middle graph. The bottom is infinite. All right, now we're down to our last problem of the day. The 2 line segments shown are representative of the information, that Renee has a total of 12 cookies. So right now, and the number, so here's two equations, C plus P equals 12. So they give you the equation. And the number of chocolate chip cookies is 3 times the number of peanut butter cookies. So this is actually a really good review of how to write an equation based on a statement. So the cookies is equal 3 times the number of peanut butter. So how many types of each type of cookies does she have? Well, what do you have to do? You have to find out where they meet. So we take this in the middle, and you notice we have here and going down to here. So it looks like we have 9 chocolate chip cookies and 3 peanut butter to add up to what? 12. Okay, and that's all you have to do. So I hope that helps you guys out. Tomorrow, hopefully I'll be in class if I feel better, but this is here for you guys to use for your exam starting tomorrow.